Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Max and Mia podcast. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Hey there. Whether you're at the office, on your commute, or just chilling at home, thanks for tuning in. We've got a good one for you.
Max, how's your week going?
Busy, honestly. I had back-to-back meetings, and I spilled coffee on my laptop again.
Oh no, that's classic Max. You seriously need a spill-proof mug or something?
But seriously, I've been working on this new business pitch, and I realized I keep hearing the same words in every meeting. Things like leverage, deadline, feedback.
Yep, business English is like a whole language of its own. If you don't know the key vocabulary, it's easy to feel confused or even a little out of place.
Totally. And that gave us the idea for today's episode.
Exactly. Today we're going to walk you through 25 of the most common business English words, the kind you'll hear in offices, meetings, interviews, and emails.
We'll give you simple definitions and real examples, so you can start using these words with confidence. No more guessing.
Whether you're already working in a business setting or just preparing for your first job, this episode will help you sound more professional and fluent.
All right, grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's jump in.
Let's go.
All right, let's start with our first business phrase. Can we touch base tomorrow?
This phrase is very common in offices. To touch base means to talk to someone for a short time, usually to share updates or check something.
It's like saying, can we talk tomorrow to see how things are going?
Yes, you don't use it for long conversations, just quick updates.
Here's an example. Hey, Mia, can we touch base tomorrow about the project?
Sure, let's touch base after lunch to review the report.
It sounds polite and professional. Better than saying just talk.
Exactly. Try using it at work when you want to follow up with someone. Our second phrase is, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
This means I will answer you or give you information later, but I will try to do it soon.
We use it a lot in emails or meetings when we don't have the answer right now.
You can say it when you need more time to check something.
Here's an example. I'm not sure about the price, but I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Or, let me ask my manager. I'll get back to you later today.
It's a polite way to say, wait a little, I'll tell you soon.
Exactly. Super useful at work when you don't want to leave someone without an answer. The third phrase is, we're on the same page.
This means that you and the other person understand each other and agree about something.
Exactly. If you say, we're on the same page, it's like saying, we both understand what's going on.
You can use it in meetings or when you want to make sure you and someone else have the same idea or plan.
For example, before we start the project, let's make sure we're on the same page about the goals.
Or, are we on the same page about the deadline?
It's a great way to double-check that everyone agrees and there's no confusion.
Super useful in meetings, especially when you're working with a team. The fourth phrase is, we need to stay on track.
This means you need to keep focused on the plan or goal and not get distracted.
It's about making sure everything is going in the right direction, especially when you have a deadline or an important task.
Exactly. You can say this in a meeting when you think people are getting off topic or spending too much time on something unimportant.
For example, we need to stay on track if we want to finish the project by Friday.
Or, let's stay on track and focus on solving the problem.
It's a helpful reminder to keep things moving forward, especially when there are a lot of things to do.
Right. It's a great phrase to keep everyone focused and productive. The fifth phrase is, please keep me in the loop.
This means, please keep me informed or updated about something.
Exactly. You say this when you want to make sure you're getting all the important information about a project or situation.
You can use it when you're not part of all the discussions, but want to stay up to date.
For example, I'm not in the meeting, but please keep me in the loop about the changes.
Or, can you keep me in the loop on the latest sales numbers?
It's a polite way to ask for updates without having to be directly involved in every detail.
Very useful when you're part of a team and want to stay informed without having to ask for updates all the time. Next up, we need to reach an agreement.
This means you and someone else need to decide or agree on something, usually after discussing different ideas or opinion.
It's often used in meetings when people are talking about a decision that everyone has to agree on.
Exactly. You use it when you want to make sure everyone is in agreement before moving forward.
For example, we need to reach an agreement on the budget before the project starts.
Or, let's keep talking until we reach an agreement on the new marketing plan.
It's a way to express that the final decision hasn't been made yet, but it needs to happen soon.
It's a useful phrase when you're negotiating or making group decisions at work. Next up is the word deadline.
A deadline is the time by which something must be finished or completed. It's the final time limit for a task or project.
Yes, you can think of it as a clock ticking down to the last moment when something needs to be done.
For example, the deadline for the report is Friday at 5 p.m.
Or, we have a tight deadline for this project, so we need to work faster.
Deadlines are very important in business because they help keep everything on schedule.
That's right. Missing a deadline can cause problems, so it's always important to plan ahead and manage your time.
Now, let's talk about the word budget.
A budget is the amount of money you plan to spend on something, or the plan that shows how money will be used.
Exactly. Companies, teams, and individuals all use budgets to control spending and make sure they don't run out of money.
For example, we need to stick to the budget for this project.
Or, the marketing department has a budget of $10,000 this quarter.
Budgets help people stay organized and make good decisions about where to spend money.
They're really important for making sure a project doesn't go over the planned amount of money.
Now let's dive into the term return on investment, or ROI.
ROI is a way to measure how much profit or benefit you get from the money or time you invest in something.
Exactly. It's used to see if an investment is worth it, whether you get enough value from it compared to how much you spent.
For example, we spent $1,000 on marketing, and our ROI was $5,000 in sales.
Or, the ROI on this new software was great because it saved us a lot of time.
It's a very important term in business, especially for making decisions about where to spend money and resources.
That's right. You always want to know what kind of return you're getting on your investment.
Next, let's talk about the word forecast.
A forecast is a prediction or estimate about something in the future, especially related to business or money.
It's often used for predicting things like sales, profits, or market trend.
For example, the sales forecast for next quarter looks really good.
Or, we need to prepare a financial forecast for the upcoming year.
It's all about planning ahead and having an idea of what will happen so you can make better decisions.
Forecasts help businesses stay on track and avoid surprises. They help plan resources and set goals.
The next phrase is, we're open to suggestions.
This means you're willing to hear new ideas or feedback from others. It shows you're flexible and ready to improve.
Exactly. You say this when you want to let people know they can share their thoughts or opinions.
For example, we're open to suggestions on how to improve the website.
Or, if you have any ideas, feel free to share. We're open to suggestions.
It's a polite way of saying you want to listen to others and consider different points of view.
Yes, it helps create an atmosphere where everyone feels comfortable sharing ideas.
The next phrase is, we'll take that into consideration.
This means you will think about an idea or suggestion before making a decision. It's a way to show that you're listening and open to what others say.
Exactly. You use it when you want to acknowledge someone's idea and say that you'll think about it carefully.
For example, thanks for your feedback. We'll take that into consideration when making the final decision.
Or, I'll take your request into consideration and get back to you tomorrow.
It's a polite way to say, we're not deciding right now, but we're thinking about it.
It shows respect for the other person's opinion and helps create a positive, collaborative environment.
The next phrase is, let's wrap this up.
This means it's time to finish something, like a meeting or a discussion. You use it when you want to bring things to a close.
Exactly. You say it when you feel that everything important has been discussed, and it's time to end the conversation.
For example, we've covered everything, so let's wrap this up.
Or, it's getting late. Let's wrap this up and meet again tomorrow.
It's a great way to politely signal that the conversation or meeting is coming to an end.
Right. It helps people know it's time to finish without being too direct or rude.
The next word is lead.
In a business context, to lead means to be in charge of a team or project, guiding and managing the work of others.
Exactly. A leader is someone who is responsible for making decisions, motivating others, and helping the team achieve goals.
For example, she will lead the marketing team on the new campaign.
Or, John has been asked to lead the meeting tomorrow.
It's a really important role, as a good leader helps the team stay focused and work together.
Absolutely. Being a strong leader means being responsible, supportive, and effective in getting things done.
Now let's talk about the word pitch.
A pitch is a brief presentation or proposal to sell an idea, product, or service to someone, usually to get them interested or to make a deal.
Exactly. It's often used in sales or marketing to quickly explain why something is valuable or worth considering.
For example, he gave a great pitch for the new product during the meeting.
Or, I'll pitch our new idea to the client tomorrow and see what they think.
It's all about being persuasive and showing the best parts of your idea in a short amount of time.
Yes, a good pitch can make all the difference in getting approval or moving forward with something.
The next word is turnover.
In business, turnover refers to the total amount of money a company makes from sales during a certain period. It's also used to describe how quickly employees leave and are replaced in a company.
Yes. The first meaning is about revenue or sales. For example, a company can have a high turnover if it makes a lot of sales.
Exactly. Here's an example. The company's turnover increased by 20% last year.
The second meaning refers to employee turnover, which is how often employees leave and new ones are hired.
For example, the company is working on reducing employee turnover by improving the work environment.
It's an important term because a high turnover in employees can be expensive for a company, while high sales turnover is a sign of business success.
Now, let's talk about the word backlog.
A backlog is a list of tasks or work that needs to be done but has not been completed yet. It can also refer to an accumulation of orders or projects that are waiting to be finished.
Exactly. It's usually used when there's a delay and things are building up faster than they can be finished.
For example, we have a huge backlog of customer orders, so we need to work overtime to catch up.
Or, the team is working hard to reduce the backlog of tasks.
A backlog can happen when there's too much work and not enough time, or when something gets delayed.
Yes, it's important to manage a backlog because too many unfinished tasks can create stress and lower productivity.
The next phrase is, we exceeded expectations.
This means you did better than what was expected or planned. It's a positive way to say that the result was better than anticipated.
Exactly. It shows that the performance or outcome was impressive and even surpassed what people thought would happen.
For example, our sales this month exceeded expectations by 10%.
Or, the team worked really hard and we exceeded expectations for the project deadline.
It's a great phrase to use when you want to highlight success and show that things went beyond what was hoped for.
Yes, it's always a nice way to celebrate a job well done and show that you've gone above and beyond.
Next, we have, let's measure the impact.
This means that we should assess or evaluate the effect or result of something we've done, like a project or decision.
Exactly. It's a way to understand how much influence or change has happened after something was done.
For example, after the marketing campaign, let's measure the impact on our sales.
Or, we need to measure the impact of the new software on the team's productivity.
It's important because it helps us understand if something is working well or if we need to make changes.
Right. Measuring impact shows how successful an action was and gives us data to improve in the future.
Now, let's look at the phrase, the results speak for themselves.
This means that the outcome or the results are so clear and impressive that no further explanation is needed. The success is obvious.
Exactly. When you say this, you're saying that the evidence is clear enough to show how well something went.
For example, the project was finished early and under budget. The results speak for themselves.
Or, our customer satisfaction has improved a lot, and the results speak for themselves.
It's a powerful way to show that you don't need to explain success, because the results are already proof of it.
Yes, it's a great phrase to use when you've worked hard and the positive outcome is clear to everyone.
Next up, we have the phrase, feel free to reach out anytime.
This means you're inviting someone to contact you whenever they need help, have questions, or want to talk. It's a friendly and open offer.
Exactly. It's often used in business or personal settings to show that you're available and willing to assist.
For example, if you have any questions about the project, feel free to reach out anytime.
Or, don't hesitate to reach out anytime if you need support with the new system.
It's a great way to make others feel comfortable and know that they can contact you without hesitation.
Yes, it shows that you are approachable and ready to help whenever needed.
Now, let's talk about the phrase, I'll take care of it.
This means that you will handle a task or responsibility. It's a way of saying you'll do something or make sure it gets done.
Exactly. It shows that you are in control and ready to take responsibility for something.
For example, don't worry about the report, I'll take care of it.
Or, I'll take care of the meeting details. You can focus on the presentation.
It's a helpful phrase to show that you're stepping in to solve a problem or complete a task.
Yes, it's a great way to reassure others that things will be taken care of.
Next, we have the phrase, thanks for the heads up.
This means you are thanking someone for giving you a warning or a piece of important information in advance. It's like saying, thanks for letting me know ahead of time.
Exactly. It's very useful when someone gives you information that helps you prepare for something.
For example, thanks for the heads up about the meeting being moved to tomorrow.
Or, I appreciate the heads up about the changes in the project schedule.
It's a polite way to show gratitude when someone helps you avoid surprises or stay informed.
Yes, it helps you feel more prepared and reduces stress when unexpected things come up.
Next, we have the abbreviation ASAP, which stands for as soon as possible.
This means you want something to be done quickly or as soon as possible, without any delay.
Exactly. It's a common term used in business to show urgency.
For example, please send me the report ASAP.
Or, we need to fix the issue ASAP before it gets worse.
It's a great way to tell someone that something is very important and should be done right away.
Yes. But remember, it's important to use it wisely so people know when something really needs to be done quickly.
And for our final phrase, we have thanks in advance.
This is a way to show appreciation for something before it actually happens. You're thanking someone ahead of time for their help or action.
Exactly. It's often used when you're asking someone for a favor or when you know they're going to help you.
For example, can you send me the report by tomorrow? Thanks in advance.
Or, thanks in advance for your support on this project.
It's a polite and friendly way to show gratitude before the person has even helped you.
Yes, it helps create a positive tone and shows that you're already appreciating the effort.
And that's a wrap for today's episode. We hope these business phrases help you in your everyday work.
Yes, we really enjoyed sharing these with you. If you found them helpful, don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to our channel for more great content.
Thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate your support, and we'll be back with more useful tips next time.
Feel free to share this episode with friends or colleagues who might find it useful. And remember, we're always here to help you improve your English skills.
Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care and have a great day.